So you're coming down or coming up, depending on where you're at, for a job, for family, for school, perhaps. But you know one thing's for certain: Wichita ain't doing it. Maybe you've been watching me for a little bit. Derby's not doing it either. Not feeling Andover. Well, hey, that's okay. Stay tuned, cause we got another one for you. This one here is going to be the fourth largest city in Sedgwick County, and that's Park City, Kansas. So make sure you stay till the end, because we're getting after it right now. So jumping straight in it, we're pulling up the map and straight to the pros. What Park City lacks in, say, entertainment, shopping, restaurants. It's very close to any major highways. So say 135, the ramp over to 254 if you're heading east, 96 if you're heading east or west. And this will take you, Wichita, downtown Wichita is about 10-15 minutes, depending on the traffic. So, the highway being cutting right through, as you see, cutting right through it, you can get anywhere, just about anywhere, fairly quick, as you see. Valleys right there, Keachai, Bel Air, you have northeast Wichita. You want to head west into Mays or, into Wichita. You're right there. Just kind of pick your route and you're good to go. Not quite as close as, say, a Mays to your major shopping, but really around here, like I've been kind of preaching for a minute now, you can get just about anywhere you want to be fairly quickly, weather and traffic permitting, of course, but that's not particularly a bad thing. While we're on the topic of good things about Park City, for it being one of the suburbs, and we've been kind of, each suburb has been smaller. I kind of hopped over one, but that's okay. We can always work our way back. But each suburb that I've mentioned has been bigger. So we started with the biggest suburb, and we've been working our way kind of down. So, but for being, one of the smaller, not last time I think I checked, about 8,000-9,000 people in Park City. So very different from Park City, Utah. But there's some pretty big companies in Park City. We have Amazon fulfillment warehouse, distribution center, whatever you want to call it. We have Harley Davidson dealership. There's some other things. There's talks of potentially another casino. We have Crosswind Casinos out here. So, there's some job opportunities there. Like I said, there's talks of bringing in potentially another casino or a dog track or a betting, something additional. You're going to get a lot. It's perfect for people passing through, just kind of like Mulvane and the Kansas Star. So you got Hartman Arena, plenty of good little events there. So I mean, there's stuff to do, even if it might be just a tad bit. Overall, things might be just a tad bit limited otherwise. But I mean, compared to some of these other suburbs, there's a little bit more to do. So I mean, they're other than Mulvane, they're the only one in the the general area that has a casino. So, but Park City, we'll just keep it on rolling. Park City's really kind of been coming into its own. This is one of those things that I've kind of been paying attention to. This is kind of one of those suburbs that I've shown a lot of houses we've sold. We've sold a fair number of houses in Park City as well. It's always kind of been, and this, like I keep having to say, that not steering. I will throw the niche.com description in the description, the article. Valley Center is one of those suburbs where big on the schools. So, not staring. A lot of the people that ultimately ended up in Park City or was wanting to go to Park City was doing so. And this isn't 100% always the case, but quite a few that I had remembered were going solely to get into Valley schools. So this might not particularly be the case anymore. It might not be that bad of, boundary lines with schools and whatnot since talks of open enrollment and what have you. But they've really been coming into their own. And there's another article I'll share in the description that the city of Park City and a local developer are going to expand. If you ask a person living in Park City, they might tell you create. So expand, create, what have you, whatever, however you want to call it. But they're looking to expand their downtown area. So plenty of opportunity there for growth for not only the businesses there already, potentially maybe some new businesses, maybe some new incentives. I've not done any digging into specifics other than the fact that they're looking to grow their downtown area. This is going to be something that's going to take a little bit of time. So it's not a right this second or in the near future kind of perk. You're probably looking somewhere in the neighborhood of 2+ years. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'll throw the article in the description. I want to say that article was back in December. So things change. So, but I mean, overall, it's a nice growing, it's expanding, however you want to say it, town. This is one of those towns that I believe there's no believe, you can use a USDA loan on. There's another pro for you. That's a nice little perk. Whether you use it or not, that's okay. Nice little rural development, 0 down loan. I'll throw that in the description as well. So it has a lot going for it. I'm interested to see where it's at in the next, say, 3 to 5 years. Like I said, talks of potentially 1 or maybe more casinos being added. So that's also something kind of interesting. I do, as many of you might know, I do come from the casino business. I worked out at Kansas Star for 7-8 years. So personally, I don't know. I don't know if we would really have enough business to warrant having, like 4 casinos, 3, 4 casinos. Who knows? Who knows? I've been out of the business for a little while now. So who knows? It'll bring jobs, more competition, and competition, is good for everybody. So we'll jump into the cons. I got to throw this out here just on the fact that there always seems to be someone who mentions it, someone who asks about it, or someone who complains that I didn't mention it. Yes, Park City is home to Dennis Rader, BTK. And no, his house has been torn down. So that, just throwing that out there. It's not really something I like talking about, but yeah, it's just part of it, unfortunately. So, like I kind of mentioned before, and you take these cons however you want. For it being one of the larger cities, the restaurant, the shopping is kind of limited. And if you look, I mean, Park Cities starts from about 45th, right here at this red border, just past 100 East 101st. So we have Park City here, Keachai right there to the east. This is Wichita right here, and then we have Valley Center. So we kind of zoom in. We got a Nat Woods that's like a hardware store. They have a lot of leakers. It's a family grocery store. So I mean, you're not gonna have the Kroger. You're not gonna have Walmart. This Walmart here is technically in Wichita. So it's not far away though. It's not far away. So I mean, it just depends on how you are. Some people like having that stuff like right there, super close. It's going to vary from person to person, but just keep that in mind when you're kind of doing your homework and you're investigating some of these towns. Like I said, Harley Davidson dealership. They do kind of have some spots. Being right here, right off of 135 is going to have some perks. There's going to be some businesses here that you might not catch in other places. Some trucking companies. Kenworth. Even though it says Wichita, it's kind of one of those spots. But you're going to have, like I said, there's the Amazon fulfillment center and whatnot. But kind of limited, like I said, just kind of pull the reins back. Limited stores, restaurants. Some of the stores and restaurants they do have are good though. Just like I said, it's one of those things. Like I said, they're growing into their own. It's going to take some time. With that in mind, just kind of jumping into that next one is for Park City. Yes, they are growing into their own. That's business wise. That's homes wise. The available homes for sale, very limited. Very limited. Granted, yeah, there's little there's spots in there where they're starting to do new builds. As you know, new builds kind of take time when to build. Can you wait? 5, 6 months plus, or are you in a situation where, hey, I need to kind of be here now? That might be something to keep in mind. But another thing to keep in mind with that inventory being kind of low, and I mean low compared to some of these other suburbs, that might inflate the price just a tad. Say you want to be real close to your new job with any of these special businesses here, Amazon warehouse, the casino, maybe, whatever the reason. Just keep that in mind. If you're looking to buy, that is definitely going to have some weight on that list price. So we are in the spring market, and that hopefully will get a little bit better. And they are pushing new builds, so it's a con for the moment. There's progress on the horizon. It's just not right this second. So you just got to be patient. I kind of mentioned already, people moving into Park City for the Valley schools. So, I mean, it's just kind of part of it. And with open enrollment being the way, being something that they're working on, that might be the case. But with the homes being limited already here in Park City, and last I checked, I think they were a little kind of limited over there as well. So, that might not necessarily be something to have to worry about. So, but yeah, pros, cons. I mean, overall, it's a great city. I've shown plenty of homes. They are coming into their own. And, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Do me a solid, like, comment, subscribe. I can't read your mind, so I can't help you if you don't reach out. So, one other thing, we just went live last night. Let me see. One sec. Like I said, call, text, email, DM, send the carrier pigeons. We also have one other way for you. We'll have access to me. You'll have access to my lenders if you want to talk. This is not one of those things where I got you, If you need a little bit of information about, the home buying process, I've got my home buying process map there. There's no strings, not asking for any of your information. I also have a home buyer's guide. Perhaps you're here already. You're looking to potentially get to a point where maybe you're looking to sell your home. We've got that home selling process map as well. Also got the home seller's guide as well. Like I said, no strings, just trying to add a little more value, trying to help you by giving you the tools, the information to make those informed decisions. The link will be in the description. If you want to talk on there, we can. If you're not quite ready and you just need a little more information, it's there as well. There is no catch other than you would have to sign up for a Discord account. We're not asking for phone numbers. We're not asking for emails. Just trying to extend an extra helping hand in getting you the information and the tools to make those informed decisions. So the next one, guys, we'll see you later.